Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the morning show. Good morning, Andy.
Good day.
A cloudy, wet start to the day.
But it's going to get nicer, and I'm working field day today, which is always a fun day.
Oh, nice. Well, it should clear up. All the rain
Yeah.
appears to have moved out of the area. 64 degrees, still a slight chance of showers this afternoon, but should be a nice afternoon, high 73.
Nice, very nice.
What's your field day responsibility?
The name of the station is Football Kick.
Oh,
So we'll just kind of see what happens. So my brother is working that as well, and I will be an hour and 5 minutes late. So
well, I'm sure it'll give the field
I'm
a
sure it'll be
chance to
fine.
dry off.
yeah, I'm sure it'll be fine. So
Should be a great day for Food Truck Tuesday. It is the first Food Truck Tuesday of the year, the first and third Tuesdays of June, July, and August. Come on down to Horace Blackman Park between 11 a.m. and 1 p.m. And Ian Stewart will be providing the entertainment on the stage of True Community Credit Union City Square.
this is one of the best things Jackson's ever done is the Food Truck Tuesday. It's just a great way to get people downtown that have never been, and then they say, oh my gosh, it's so nice down here, we'll come back another time, and it's exactly what happens. But the amount of food trucks that we'll have down here is awesome, and I think they're usually here setting up by 11, aren't they?
Yeah, they're supposed to be open by 11. The DDA has 25 plus food trucks on their roster, and so they'll be changing out at each Food Truck Tuesday. Should have 12 to 14 today.
It should be fun.
COVID hospitalizations are unfortunately rising in Jackson, but dropping throughout the rest of the state. The state of Michigan reporting 973 people hospitalized with COVID here in Jackson at Henry Ford Jackson Hospital. There are 20. Jackson is in the green now.
Hey, all right.
Yeah. So we have about 30 new cases a day, or 10 to 19 per 100,000 people. So that's a good sign.
Yeah, that's good. Very good. Do you have the mosquito map of today?
No, we'll just do that on the weekend.
Okay, all right. Well, I'm going to be outside today, so I was hoping we had that. Real quick, Sunday at Jackson High School, there will be a celebration for Charlie Janke, longtime cross-country and track coach who passed away at the end of last year, and there'll be a 2 p.m. sharp. You know, Charlie had to have everything on time.
Yes.
You wouldn't do well with Charlie as a coach. So there'll be a 1 to 1:45 social time, and then 2 p.m. sharp there'll be a celebration, and there'll be some speakers, and it's a celebration for sure.
A lot to celebrate. Charlie worked right up to the last, I believe the last meet he officiated was the Chris Jensen last fall, and he was in great form, made sure that event ran smoothly, and he's got quite a legacy.
Yeah, legend for sure. Bring some cash and a stadium seat. They'll have Charlie Janke wristbands for sale and some other things going on. It should be a fun time, and all money will go to Jackson High track and cross-country programs. That's this Sunday.
Hope we can see a nice turnout to honor Charlie. I know you've taken the Uber a few times.
I have taken the Uber.
Uber. Do we have Ubers here in Jackson?
I think we have, I haven't been in one in quite a while, but I do think we have one Uber and one Lyft.
Uber has released its annual Lost and Found Index.
I have that bottom left thing in my car right now.
The number one item left behind in an Uber, any idea?
Your
Phone, that's it.
Phone,
The
lighter, e-cigarette.
Number 2 is wallet. Keys is number 3, and the Toyota is the key that is most often left behind, followed by Honda, BMW, and Jeep. Backpacks, headphones, glasses, clothing, vapes, jewelry, and an ID. Some of the unusual items people have left behind, they call Uber and say, I left behind my grandma's teeth. A pie. Employee of the Month plaque.
Really?
Yes.
If you do lose something in an Uber, you're not getting it back. I mean, actually, if you lost something in Jackson, you may, because of the small amount of Uber drivers.
Right.
But if you were in a big city, you can kiss the 10 pounds of hamburger meat goodbye.
Part of my soft serve ice cream machine, urn with pet ashes. Oh, and urn of a family member. Notice they put pet ashes.
First, yeah.
Yeah. How do you leave behind a grass cutter and a tree trimmer?
I
10
don't know.
pounds of hamburger meat.
Well, they're going somewhere. Spray tan machine. Interesting.
Those, I would imagine, are pretty big.
I would imagine. It's very interesting. Live Golf, I'm following that very closely. Phil Mickelson has taken blood money, and he will be the face of this league. No surprise. Guess how much money do you think they're giving him? I think they're giving him something like $250 million.
Well, he did not mention his signing fee, but Dustin Johnson, it's been released that he's getting $125 million. So Mickelson will definitely be getting more than that. I think it's a bad gamble that Phil Mickelson is taking, and he's of course known for making some bad gambles. Not a very good.
Well, we'll see if his popularity. He's a long time been the number 2 draw on tour as a fan favorite. You've been to golf tournaments. How popular
Very
he is.
popular.
So we'll see if he's as popular. He says he's going to come back and play the majors. He probably wouldn't have signed on for this Live Golf Tour if he didn't talk to the majors ahead of time to see if he'd be able to play. So, but we'll see. I actually think a lot of these guys get booed when they are back here playing in the majors because they have left the United States PGA Tour. So I think there's going to be some hell to pay for some of those guys.
I think so. Phil Mickelson has already said he's going to be participating in the U.S. Open and at least one other PGA Tour event. Dustin Johnson, Sergio Garcia, a few others. It starts on Thursday. There's a 48-man field in this 54-hole tournament in London. And what channel is it on?
It'll be on YouTube and Facebook, but I'm going to watch some of it. I'm interested to see. No, I'm not a big fan of it right now. I don't know what it looks like. Obviously, there's some questionable money. The government, it's hard to have these conversations because I think our government gives their government money. So if we just think about it like that, why the hell should we care?
I know. And President Biden is even discussing the trip to Saudi Arabia, and of course. Saudi Arabia is pretty well admitted, and everyone in the world knows that they killed journalist Khashoggi, and they kill gay people, and they kill women, and they're oppressive, and it's not a good country.
Yeah, so sports washing, what does that mean? That means propping up your country's image through sport, and that's what, of course, the rest of the world is saying that the Saudis are doing here. Interestingly enough, 5 of these tournaments are played in the U.S., so I think there'll be a lot to learn.
Yeah.
But we'll see if Phil's going to be as popular.
Everyone that's doing it, it's for the money.
It's a cash.
It's greed.
Yeah.
And you know what? The last place. Guess how much the last place golfer gets?
$180,000.
$120,000.
Okay, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty good. For that we do like to root for, Brian Stewart. He qualified for the U.S. Open at Springfield Country Club. I think he's a member there. This is the 4th time he's won medalist honors on his way to qualifying for the U.S. Open. And he'll be there next week at the Country Club in Brookline. And of course, that's the site of the famous Justin Leonard putt and Ben Crenshaw, where he had a feeling. And they came back and won the next day.
Brian's been playing great this year.
He has been playing great. He shot a 7 under 133 today, yesterday in the longest day of golf. And just briefly chatted with him last night. We didn't talk about the Live Golf Tour, although I wanted to ask him if he's been approached by the Live Golf Tour, but I didn't want to ruin his day. But excited for Brian, and this will be, I think, the 7th, 8th, or 9th U.S. Open he's competing in.
This is a shot from the 2019 Rocket Mortgage Classic, and Brian will be back at that at Detroit Country Club. And he's very affable. He seeks out people that are from Jackson. He visits
he's great.
with them along the course during the pro-am type events, leading up to that. So
yeah, he's very good. If you get a chance, go show him support. And when he won that tournament in New Orleans, that was the first time a PGA Tour player from Michigan had won a tournament in 21 years. So really, he's our guy.
We've got, yesterday was the Worldwide Developer Conference for Apple, and Apple has released some new products. They've got a super slim MacBook Air and a new feature on the iPhone. The iMessage feature allows users to edit or unsend.
I need unsend badly.
Be able to unsend a text message because
What happens if it's already been received?
it disappears.
Really?
It goes a little cloud.
Wow.
A little cloud. So it just goes away. Is this one of your text messages?
I don't know. I don't know. I've texted the wrong person before. We all have, right? We'd love to redo it, but I don't know. Well, that's exciting.
So that's the latest from
It's
Apple. I'd like to send emails. Have you ever sent an
Oh
email?
gosh, same thing. Yeah. Hey, it's time for Love Living in Jackson, presented by Heather Herndon. Heather Herndon loves living in Jackson, and one of the things that's great about Jackson is the YMCA and their summer fun camps. Whether you choose 1 week, a few weeks, or all summer, the YMCA travel camp provides fun and enriching activities for your child. Again, you can sign up for the YMCA day camp right now. And thanks to Heather Herndon for bringing you Love Living here. And that's brought to you by Heather Herndon and the Herndon team. Our show today is also brought to you by Printer Source Plus, and they're proud to be named this year's Small Business Person of the Year. Thanks to Joe, Mike, and Pat, and the entire team at Printer Source Plus for helping us bring you today's show. Thanks, guys.
Got a couple of summer camps besides the Y. We've got Lumen Christi has a summer camp.
Yep.
Registration is closing tomorrow. So visit jacksoncatholicschools.org. They've got choir, sports camps, and a big sports camp that I'm looking forward to is coming up, and that is the Al Glick
Oh, yes.
Youth Football Camp.
Yes, for sure. This is a camp that this is one of those days where if our staff is out there, it doesn't feel like work. It feels like just a fun day in Jackson, and we're always honored to be there. And everyone who attends the camp should be honored to be there. It is first class. You get a t-shirt, draw bag, breakfast, and you get to rub elbows and learn from some of the game's greats. There will for sure be Michigan and professional players there as well as coaches. It is, in my opinion, the best one-day football camp in America.
It really is. It's amazing. And Mr. Glick, over the years, has made such great friends with the University of Michigan athletes and sports leadership that they love coming here. And this year, I'm sure they will, in tribute to Al Glick, be here en masse.
For sure.
We've had a chance to get to know and meet people like Lloyd Carr, Jim Harbaugh, so many of the.
Yeah, I got to have a picture with a lot of famous people that is really only because of Al. So, yeah, it's amazing. We work at the camp. I think we were there, 3 years ago. And the amount of people that got there early, and I'm talking people like Jack Harbaugh, Lloyd Carr, to spend an hour or so with Al before the camp even started. That to me just shows how important of a man he is.
Yeah, in fact, Jack Harbaugh got there. He was there at 9 o'clock.
He was there before me.
Yeah, and he was supposed to speak at 11, and I spent probably a half hour talking with him because there was just nobody else was there, no one else was around.
Yeah.
He actually invited us over to the house.
He did invite us over to the house. He lives right next door to Jim, and they babysit the kids once in a while. So we'll have to revisit that story when we see him this year. So
sign up now. Also, kids, elementary, middle school students, sign up for the Mighty Mile. It's at Parkside Middle School track, and it's for kids ages 6 to 12. Everybody gets a T-shirt, backpack, water bottle, and a finisher medal. The cost is free. Visit runsignup.com and then search for the Mighty Mile. Run Sign Up. One of many opportunities to run.
Many opportunities to run in Jackson. Of course, we have the ORS Race Series presented by JTV and Experience Jackson. I've got the Rose Run coming up. Just so many things. Our show today is also brought to you by Vermeulen's Home Furnishing. Third generation of being family owned and operated. They pride themselves on offering high quality, brand name furniture at affordable prices. Thanks to Vermeulen's for helping us bring you today's show.
Do we have an Extreme Dodge High School Sports Scoreboard today?
We don't have an Extreme Dodge scoreboard today, but from Extreme Dodge, I had Brian Robinson on the Right Approach Golf Show, so we'll get to talk to him. And then today, Phil Fishmeister is taping a segment with Bentley Kuhn.
Oh, cool.
So that should be fun.
Only one high school game being played today, Onstead, Columbia Central in soccer districts.
Sounds good.
Yeah. So good luck to the Golden Eagles. Who's on the show today?
We have Todd Daisy, who is waiting patiently in the green room, and we're going to have Todd on right after this.
The Pick Center is an independent practice that has provided care to the Jackson area for over 25 years. Doctors O'Neill and Cack supervise antibiotic infusions, as well as those for many other conditions, such as inflammatory bowel, joint, and lung disease, anemia, and multiple sclerosis. Our modern facility is open 7 days a week, and the infusion staff will make you feel right at home. Let your doctor know you have a choice where you receive your next infusion. Remember, when you've picked us, you've picked the best.
At Consumers Energy, we believe change is empowering, powering both your home and your business. Change is progress, with a modernized grid that can detect outages and restore power within seconds. Change is reliable. We're talking preventing over 35,000 outages last year reliable. And change is enduring, like our dedication to keep your power running, just as it should. Consumers Energy, a force for you, a force of change.
With proper alignment, your vehicle's tires can last a lot longer. At G-Force Automotive, we perform a comprehensive front-end inspection and perform a complete alignment on your car, truck, or SUV. We'll keep you driving straight down the road. At G-Force Automotive, we make friends one car repair at a time.
Come along with JTV and Experience Jackson and get to know or reintroduce yourself to some of the best Jackson County has to offer. Join Andy and Rachel as they tour the county interviewing and highlighting Jackson on a visit with Experience Jackson. Whether it's golf, museums, hotels, or events, we'll give you some great ideas on how to spend time in Jackson. Watch on JTV.tv, YouTube, and Experience Jackson social channels.
Welcome back to the morning show on JTV. Today's show is brought to you by Howe Equipment, specializing in UTVs, ATVs, and zero-turn lawnmowers. The easiest and most comfortable buying experience, offering deliveries and many options for payment. Doorstep delivery, the same day, getting your machine inspected by professionals. 3190 Lansing Ave in the old Susan Vaughn, right? The old Susan Vaughn Dance Building, Lansing Ave.
The 17th annual Art, Beer, and Wine Festival is coming up this Saturday at Ellis Art Museum, presented by County National Bank. Note the new hours this year, 2 p.m. to 8 p.m. They've slid it an hour. And they are selling tickets at the gate, and you can also get them in advance. We recommend you get them in advance because you avoid the line. And there might still be VIP tickets available. There's a limited number of those. That gets you some extra benefits, including an air-conditioned VIP room and a buffet. A lot of food trucks, twice as many artists this year. and new beers, wines, meads, ciders. It's going to be a blast. We'll see you this Saturday at ABW. Now on our show, we welcome from Lammers Heating and Air Conditioning, President Todd Daisy. Hi, Todd.
Hi, Bart.
Morning,
Hi,
Todd.
Andy. Morning.
Thanks to the Lammers folks. Very comfortable environment here today.
Yeah, kind of sticky out there too.
It is,
so.
yeah. It was one of those weird mornings where it's cool temperature-wise, but for some reason you're sweaty when you're
Yeah.
inside. I don't like that, but
Yeah.
it's been kind of a fun April, May, and June with all the rain and kind of temperatures up, temperatures down. Is there anything we should be aware of with our systems with the kind of up and down temperature like that?
They definitely, everybody kicked them on for the first time for
Yeah.
sure, those 90-degree days we had. I've noticed around town the last few days, the places I've been in and out of, the cottonwood's flying.
Oh, yeah.
So that's something to definitely be aware of. If you have the cottonwood trees in your neighborhood, the air conditioners are running, they'll suck that stuff right in.
Seems like this year our spring was so cold and wet that people have probably had their furnaces on later in the year than ever before. Maybe even this
Yeah.
past week.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know I did. Later than I like to have it on.
Is there any harm to turning? I feel like in our house we turn the AC on and off all the time instead of just lowering the temperature, raising the temperature. Is there any harm in turning it on and off all the time like that?
Not really harm, but what you don't want to do is some people make the mistake of maybe they want to be cool during the day, so they run it during the day and shut it off at night. And what happens is the humidity builds up in the house, the heat builds up in the house, so when you flip it on again the next morning, it's just taking it that much longer to catch up.
How did you break your air conditioner last year?
I think Todd broke it and then fixed it. No, I don't remember. It was hanging by a thread. We had you guys out for a few years, and then really when the pandemic hit and Stephanie was working at home, like there was no more. Hey, let's just see if we can fix it. And we and Todd was actually out himself, which was amazing. But yeah, I think it was the pandemic that led to make sure that we had a great AC because you're working from home, and that's you probably saw a lot of that.
Yeah, definitely. People, you can tolerate it for a few hours a night, but when you got to be there all day, every day working, you want it to be comfortable.
So this time of year, people should check and change their filters on their units.
Sure. Yep. Definitely a good time to check those. If it's been, a lot of the filters are monthly things. You should check once a month anyway. But if you have the yearly ones, definitely want to.
While you're here.
yeah. Monthly, you hear that? Monthly. We need to start putting some of these things on the calendar, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're trying to go back to when the last time you've changed it, and
Well, I got an email. Your unit here sends me an email and says, "Hey, change the filter."
Yeah.
oh, that's
So
nice.
I'll forward that to you.
My wife will tell you that I'm the worst one. Our thermostat does the same thing, and I just keep dismissing it until I have to change.
It's funny.
We got to see you and your company at the Paws in the Park again this year, the presenting sponsor of the Cascades Humane Society event. And fun fact, Todd has no pets.
I was gonna say, you're always supporting the Cascades Humane Society. We always see your business there, and I did not know that. You're telling me you don't have a dog?
I don't.
We got to change that. What the heck?
We had one the whole time my kids were growing
Okay.
up, and then we just haven't got back in. That was so much fun to watch. Those dogs were so amazing.
Yeah.
Jumping over those tall bars, even the little ones.
All rescue dogs.
Yep.
Yeah.
Some of them from right here in Jackson,
Yeah.
they said. Yep.
What is it about events like this in the community that makes you and your family want to continue to see that these events go on and give back?
Sure. Yeah, we love to support the community, especially the downtown activities. It's so great to see so many people downtown, and the Cascades Humane Society does such great work out there. Being in their building several times and seeing what they do, it's just pulls at your heartstrings.
Mm-hmm. You're also going to be part of the Gus Macker
Yeah.
as well. That's another one of your events that you're supporting.
Yeah, that's a great event. It always, every year walking around on there surprises me how many people that brings to town. It's great to see that many people downtown and enjoying hopefully all the bars and restaurants and parks. And
Are you going to have a team?
no. That ship has sailed.
That's funny. But you're right, it's amazing the amount of people we're bringing downtown to these
Yeah.
events, and they're just getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And we're excited about the new layout for the Gus Macker this year. The dunk contest in main court is going to be right out in front of our building, JTV, so we'll have good
Nice.
access to that. So, now, were you a basketball player back in the day, Todd?
I was when I was younger, and I even played at the Y as I
Yeah.
got older for a while, but the knees kind of don't like me to do
It just
anymore.
happens, right? It just happens.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a few friends who play in the 40 and over, the Masters division, I believe.
Oh,
it's
you can be in
called.
the 40 and over this
I
year.
could, yeah. I could coach, but no, I watch them, and then you see them the next week or so, and these guys can barely walk. So
They've got all those braces all over.
a lot of
there.
braces. Yeah, the old guy brace. That's right.
The wraps.
Yeah.
Earlier this year, you announced the introduction of the scholarship for trades, in honor of your parents, that I think is about to be awarded, the very first one.
Yes. Yep. We made our decision. I've been playing phone tag with the winner, so I haven't actually contacted him yet. But yeah, we were excited. The first year we've done it, but we were excited that we had several applicants, and hopefully it will grow over the years as people become more aware of it, and just a way to try to, if somebody's not sure what they want to do and they're thinking about the trades, maybe a way to kind of help them move that direction.
Yeah, it's been a total shift in the last 10 years of where we're pushing high school students. Of course, the options are greater than they have been in certain areas, and manufacturing and the trades in Jackson is certainly important. What does that scholarship do? How much is it, and what will that allow that individual to do?
It's $1,000, and basically they can use it towards any room and board, books,
Nice.
tuition, wherever they choose,
Very cool.
wherever they can help.
Who knows, maybe they'll come back after their education and be on the team at Lammers.
Could be. This particular winner is going into automotive technology,
Nice.
so maybe not, and that's another point. You don't necessarily have to go into heating and air conditioning
Right.
to apply. Obviously, we'd love it if we get some heating and air conditioning applicants, but not mandatory.
Well, thanks for that and your support of the community in so many ways. We appreciate your time today.
No problem. Thank you for having me.
Todd.
From Lammers Heating and Air Conditioning, the president, Todd Daisy. Stay tuned. We'll get an early growing season update from Grow Jackson's Jacob Inocencio next.
If you're looking for a personalized car buying experience, then visit the team at Auto Merchants. Buy, sell, and trade without the backroom haggling. You'll work with one person start to finish. Put our 30 years of financing experience to work finding your next ride.
It takes a real estate expert to find the right 2,000 square feet. In a neighborhood where kids can be kids, land softly, and grow up not so fast, please. A place to laugh together and make a lifetime of memories. And it all starts with a realtor, guided by a code of ethics.
So, can you picture it?
And the doors you open together.
American Title is a proud supporter of the Jackson Area Association of Realtors. American Title, 280 West Cortland, AmericanTitleJackson.com.
It's a great time to be a Comet. Hanover Horton School District has everything your student needs. A mid-Michigan leader in academics, athletics, and the arts, we are committed to reaching all levels of learners and preparing students for their futures. Hanover Horton features a variety of classes from young fives through dual enrollment and middle college opportunities. With our dedicated staff, hardworking students, supportive community, and amazing facilities, Hanover Horton School District is the right choice for your student. Hanover Horton Schools, creating a better world one student at a time. Come and be a part of the Comet Nation.
Asthma Allergy Centers can help you breathe freely. Since 1980, our board-certified specialists have provided testing and treatment for a wide variety of asthma and allergy-related conditions, including immunodeficiencies and skin problems. No referrals are necessary, and we accept any insurance or no insurance. You can even use our mobile app to check in and pay. Come see us at our Jackson office or one of our multiple offices in Southwest Michigan.
Welcome back to the morning show. The 52nd annual Rose Run presented by Orthopedic Rehab Specialists is June 11th, and the race start is at 8 a.m., and this is the fourth event in the race series, and it's back at the Jackson College campus. Packet pickup at the Jets hangar will be Thursday, June 9th, 4 to 7, and Friday, June 10th from 4 to 7. Additional race info can be found at jacksonroserun.com. Online registration only this year. And again, that's Saturday, June 11th.
Back on the JC campus. Joining us now is the president of Grow Jackson, Jacob Inocencio. Good morning, Jacob.
Good morning.
Founder and president.
Founder and president.
Founder. How many years now?
Year and a half.
Oh, wow.
We said a year and a half on April 30th. So it's moving right along, kind of crazy how 18 months has happened.
So we've been talking about this Mighty Mile, and this is going to benefit you guys.
Yeah, absolutely. We had our race back in February, actually the first race of the ORS race series, and our timer got a hold of me and said, we want to have this event in Jackson. We think it aligns nicely with your mission, and in return, you come up with the volunteers and help us establish the facility, and we will, make it a fundraiser for you. So we actually get a grant out of this. It's free to the community, but we benefit by receiving a donation from the entity that puts it on, Michigan Running Foundation.
Oh, cool shirt, backpack, medal.
Yeah, everyone gets a medal, a backpack, a shirt. It's open to 200 kids, and I think we're at around 100 signed up.
Nice.
I haven't handled many of the race logistics, I should say. None of the race logistics. I just got the website, and I'm getting the volunteers together. But we're really excited because we think it really ties in nicely with wellness, which is a huge part of what we do, why we do what we do. Yeah. We believe everyone should have enough food, but what that means and that translates to is improved health outcomes, improved focus in school, improved access to opportunities for people, because they don't have to think about when their next meal is going to come from. And so we think wellness and personal fitness and community wellness is a natural byproduct of that, and they go along together nicely.
Yeah.
Surprisingly, you're only a year and a half old. It seems like you've really accomplished a lot, and during the pandemic, in a really short time.
I think we have been incredibly lucky to have great community support, great business support in this community. The Chamber, the Rocket Lab, many other entities have done a lot to help us out, and I think a lot of nonprofits have been super welcoming as well. One that I always talk about, Young People of Purpose, run by Diane Washington. I take a lot of inspiration and leadership and expertise from her. She has a great nonprofit and has an Ella Sharp exhibit right now at the museum, her own community garden that we hope and help to support. And so I guess what I'm trying to say is my network has been incredibly impactful and incredibly helpful. People want to help. People want to see good things happen. And we try to come alongside those people and learn what we can and work on projects together.
Now you're a green thumb. What's something easy that I could grow in my garden with zero experience?
Absolutely. So I was just listening to a podcast about this morning, and you can grow lots of themed gardens that aren't too hard. There's this concept, companion planting, where you can plant plants side by side that attract positive wasps and positive bees to support the plant's growth and pollination, and grow plants that support each other and aren't chemically suppressing each other. It's also fun to take that a step further and make it maybe a pizza garden and grow tomatoes for your sauce and some basil and some other herbs and spices, and then throw a couple of other vegetables in there. And you can quickly Google pizza garden companion planting, and it pops up. And you can do it in a small container, and it's easy. You know, we did last week actually a partnership with Big Brothers Big Sisters, and we planted greens gardens. Took milk jugs, cut the top off, and just put lettuce and spinach and I think a Swiss chard plant in there, maybe some radishes. And so it's just a nice light summer garden. Kids can take home, put it right in their window, low root density.
Awesome.
So it's not bad, and it's very accessible. You know, you can start somewhere small, and you just Google or come out to a Grow Jackson event, and we'll gladly share some expertise and some resources. More than happy to share seeds and ideas with people anytime.
Yeah, I never got past that styrofoam cup in the 5th grade.
Yeah. The hope is that styrofoam cup goes home and gets planted somewhere else.
You know, I think it did, but I don't think
that
I
might be a
watered
parental
properly.
problem.
Yeah, that's where I had to hand it off.
Exactly. This is our Big Brother Big Sister event, actually.
Cool.
One of our board members there, Erin Lewis, student at Albion, she's a wonderful resource and asset to us.
And what you're exposing a lot of these children to is just, you know, this is all new to them.
Yeah, absolutely. And, you know, there's people who have been doing this. Why Pop? Together we can make a difference. But we like to just focus on gardening, and we can support their gardening endeavors and expand them. We think a lot of people see the value in gardening and see the positive community benefits, that wellness that we've been talking about, but sometimes it's not their main focus. They just want it to be part of what they do, and that can be a little bit difficult and cumbersome. So we think that if we can be the garden resource and people want to do a little garden programming or a small garden, we can support that in many ways.
That's awesome.
You are, again this year, doing some educational sessions. You've got a summer wellness calendar set up.
Yep. We're going to have Wellness Wednesday, and that's going to be aligned with you know, this Mighty Mile kind of as a kickoff for Wellness Wednesday. And the idea actually came to us after we hosted the Groundhog Gallop, that why not lean into some of the physical exercise and physical expertise that other community people can offer and partner with us on. And we don't do anything to organize it except provide the space and sponsor the event. We just want to invite the community out. So starting on June 22nd, we're going to have fitness classes every Wednesday. There's going to be some workout classes and some yoga classes. And we're going to partner with Coach C. That's Sierra Flinch, a good friend of mine, and we work together at Rise Above. So we're going to do some classes in the garden, and we're going to work with some teachers from yoga on Kibbe. And so we're going to have yoga classes and workout classes every Wednesday during the summer. And we just hope that people come out. It's at 6:30 on Wednesdays, like I said, starting June 22nd. And we want people to come out, get exposed to the garden, maybe take some fresh food home, and vice versa. Maybe we get some gardeners who want to come do a class or two and just kind of build that continuity, because we think they go together nicely.
And while you're doing all this, you're still supplying families with fresh produce throughout the summer.
Absolutely. We've been planting all of last week and this week. The weather was a little bit weird in May, and it's a little bit weird today. So we actually have a planting day going on right now at St. Mary's I got to get back over to, because we're just putting plants in the ground as fast as we can, getting everything laid out. Because we want to get those crops going and get support for families. This year we're going to have self-serve farm stands. So we're going to have a farm stand at the Martin Luther King Center and a farm stand at the Tomlinson Garden, which is a new addition for us, thanks to the city of Jackson in both cases. And we're going to have the stand there. We're going to supply it with food, and we're going to have it donation-based, so people can support our programming if they'd like, but they certainly don't have to. We just want people to take what they need and share it with their neighbors.
Yeah, I think when you first started, you were doing you had very modest pricing. And they said, well, you can't, you can't sell here. And you said, okay, fine, it's all free.
Absolutely. Yeah. We want to be, learning and evolving our thinking, really open to community feedback and doing the best we can for the community. We were thinking maybe some program sustainability, but that wasn't the feedback that we got. So we said, you know what we'll do? We'll find another way to continue to pay for this. This is more aligned with our mission anyways. And so, like I said, we're thankful for those community partners who are honest with us and share their feedback and their opinions, so we can be the best community resource we hope to be.
You guys also rescue food, and I couldn't help but think about the amount of waste that we saw a couple weekends ago with
a wedding.
Well, let's not talk about it. But there's a lot of food waste out there. In general. I mean, I was thinking I was at a buffet, a private buffet, and after it was kind of wrapping up, I mean, these people filled the buffet up. You know, you just the amount of food that could be helping people that gets wasted.
And it's hard.
It's staggering.
It's a very hard balance because, you know, one of the things behind buffets is you want it to look abundant so the people at the buffet feel good about what they're eating. But then that automatically lends itself to food waste. So we're still working on some of those solutions, partnering with local restaurants. Right now we rescue from grocery stores. The prepared food being saved is definitely something we're still trying to tackle because we don't have a great solution for that, but we're working on it.
Yeah, it's awesome.
That's why I ate so much. I didn't want anything to go to waste.
That's wise. And a lot of those times the staff gets to take some stuff home at the end.
Oh yeah.
I've been on the receiving end of that.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. But the staff would have taken a lot home, I can tell you that.
Well, if you could grow something, if you do.
The pizza
garden.
garden.
Our salsa garden is nice.
Yeah. Oh, salsa garden.
Salsa garden would
very
be good.
easy.
Yeah, my father-in-law, he has a pretty extensive garden. Cucumbers, tomatoes, those are number 1 and 2.
You can come out to the Grow Jackson Garden anytime.
I like that.
I'd be happy to teach you, send you home with some plants.
Growing up, did your family grow vegetables?
My grandpa had an extensive garden. Actually, both of my grandpas did. And one of my earliest memories with my grandpa is him coming over after Memorial Day and putting a garden in the backyard. My parents, both having grown up gardening, didn't want to abuse us with that. So, but I hope to have a more positive relationship. I think gardens can be a lot of work, especially if you just don't lay them out the right way. And we're hoping to teach people that it's not as hard as they think it is.
Keep up the good work.
Thanks.
Appreciate it. Back to St. Mary's for
Back to
more
St. Mary's and the race on Thursday. A lot going on this week.
A lot going on. Jacob Inocencio, president of Grow Jackson, on the morning show. We'll be right back after this quick break.
Join your friends and make new ones at Ella Sharp Museum's 17th Annual Art, Beer, and Wine Festival, presented by County National Bank. This favorite community tradition showcases many of Michigan's finest wineries, breweries, cider mills, and artists. Guests of the festival will also enjoy a tasty lineup of great food and live music throughout the grounds and in our historic Hillside Farm Lane courtyard. Come join us for a perfect summer day. Tickets start at just $25 and can be purchased at ellasharpmuseum.org.
Hey there. At Omnisource, we're a different kind of metal recycler. Guys like me are here to answer your questions, keep the lines moving, and point out ways to get more for your home. We call it good service with a smile. Get frank advice and fair payment at an Omnisource yard near you.
In schools today, the traditional classroom setting creates an environment where students learn and progress at a steady, standard pace. For many students, this works well. For others, however, not so much. Fortunately, there's another option. South Central Michigan Virtual is a tuition-free K-12 online academy created to break away from the standard conventions of learning. Real people, real relationships, real schooling.
Ain't Too Proud is a celebration that brings the audience to its feet. Ain't too proud to beg, as you know it. The Grammy-winning songs, the Tony-winning movies. Ain't Too Proud, the life and times of the Temptations. At Wharton Center now through Sunday. Tickets on sale now at whartoncenter.com.
Registration is open now for the 2022 Dahlem Outdoor Adventure Summer Day Camp. During June, July, and August, there are 9 one-week themed sessions for children ages 3 to 12 years old. For online registration and details, visit www.dahlemcenter.org or call the office at 517-782-3453 extension 0. Dahlem, Jackson's Nature Place, 7117 South Jackson Road in Jackson.
Welcome back to the morning show on JTV. With us now from Barker Weber Insurance Agency is Kate Best. Good morning, Kate.
Good morning.
Happy anniversary.
Thank you.
Yeah, so we're celebrating 40 years at Barker Weber. You haven't been there all 40, have you? You've been there since
not quite.
You've been there since 2015.
Yes.
It's amazing
Yeah.
how quick 7 years went.
Really
Talk a little
fast.
bit about how you got to Barker Weber and what you do for Barker Weber now.
Yeah, so before joining Barker Weber's team, I was a stay-at-home mom.
Okay.
And I came as a receptionist starting off, and it just, for some reason, really grew on me with insurance. And within a year, I was put up to a CSR position,
Awesome.
Rick Reynolds assistant. And I've just kind of grown from there and got a designation, did some schooling,
Very
got my
cool.
license, all that stuff.
I talked
So-
to Rick and Dan, and they both said they are constantly giving you kudos. Customers love working with you. What is it about customer service and working with clients that you enjoy?
Just the satisfaction of knowing that I'm helping them, especially with like insurance, because before coming into the insurance, I didn't know much about it
Right.
myself. You know, it's constantly changing, and just being able to explain things and knowing things are covered, or you know, helping them in really difficult situations is just nice. You know, I like being able to help
Yeah.
people in that manner.
Yeah, and Rick Reynolds is a Barker Weber superstar, and he credits you for all the help that you give him to make him that.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, I do a lot.
So Friday is the big day, and this has been kind of your baby. You've been working on this. So tell us what's
Yeah.
happening on Friday.
Yeah, so at the beginning of the year, you know, Dan came to us in an agency meeting and said, you know, it's our 40th year, we need to plan something. So not just me, but other people on the team, Sarah in our office and a few other employees all chipped in, and we came up with the idea to do like a block party. So our parking lot is going to be open for everybody to enjoy some Tiki Sam's. There'll be free pizza for everybody. We'll have some Kona ice, and then like yard games, cornhole, things of that nature. And we just plan on, you know, having fun with everybody and
Who's invited?
everybody.
I'm going to be there.
Yes, we, you know, this
You
is
are
a,
too, right?
Tiki Sam.
Yeah, Tiki Sam's. So that was like, we really wanted to get Tiki Sam's because we know how awesome the pizza is, and just, you know, him and his crew, they're all, you know, amazing people. But we wanted to just say thank you to our customers. You know, 40 years, we wouldn't be here without them. So, you know, it's just a way to say thank you to everyone who, you know, has helped us get to where we are. And of course, anybody can come. Being on Spring Arbor Road, that strip there's pretty busy. So we're hoping people will stop by and say hi.
That corner's gone through some changes over the years, obviously, with the improvements that Barker Weber has made to the expansion of the business.
Yep.
You know, I don't know if you remember. Look at this old.
I know. Actually,
That's not even the original building, actually.
Was it a gas station?
No, Bill
Motel.
said it was like a bank. It
A
was
bank.
just a small bank with like it had a drive-through and
Oh,
everything,
little
and
bank.
they,
Bank.
yeah.
And
so,
Mr. Barker started the firm
Yep,
40 years
with
ago.
Carl Weber,
Yep,
yep.
with Carl Weber 40 years ago, and it was just those two
And one other.
person,
Yeah.
which is what a success story. Do you remember that hotel that was behind Barker Weber? I don't think you ever got
do.
to see that.
No,
Have you ever hear about it?
I did not hear about that.
There
I
was
was talking to Ron Markowski a couple days ago, and he was 52 years ago. He built his business. There was just cornfields on Spring Arbor Road.
Yeah.
It was amazing how
crazy,
it's
isn't it?
grown.
Yeah, it's come a long way.
And you guys acquired the Earl Agency last year, correct?
Almost, it's been just about a year.
Okay.
Coming up in June, I believe it'll be a year. So we're excited to get, you know, the Earl clients down to our office too. So
Now, this was the major facelift.
Mhm.
When was that done?
it was before I came in 2015.
Okay.
So I'm not 100% sure, but
It's amazing.
Yeah.
It is.
Transformation.
It is amazing transformation.
yes, it looks really good, updated, and a lot more space and room, and yeah.
Now, this is a older pic. I can tell by some of the clothing.
Yeah, that was amidst the construction. They had the front
Yeah.
part done, and that's our main reception area when you first walk in. We still have the cubicles up front with a handful of front directors of first impressions, as we call them. And that's Bill with Karen Tabor, Auto Owners.
And you guys, all during the pandemic, you were there. You kept
Yep.
You were working.
Kept the place going.
Yep, yeah, we, thankfully we were able to pretty much uproot, everyone from the office and send them home to work remotely, and we were able to help our customers, normal business hours. We didn't have to, take time off or anything, so it was nice being able to still assist them there.
What do you like to do outside of work? Where are you from?
I am from Jackson. I graduated from Napoleon. 2008, so it's been 14 years now.
It's hard to do that math.
Yeah, I know. Like, how long has it been? But
tell us who these lovely people are here.
That is my family. I've actually been with my husband for 10 years this September.
Congrats.
Thank you.
Happy anniversary.
Yes, coming up September, and then married for 2 in October. But that's my son Isaac and our daughter Scarlett. She's the second born, so she's a little bit of a spitfire.
This is one of my favorite pictures, and kind of your reaction is, ooh.
Yes, and Dad and Isaac, of course, are just going along with the flow, smiling. But yeah, I actually have this printed on a canvas in our living room because our photographer managed to get just the perfect shot of her running and
very cool.
Mid-air.
Yeah, so, just before the tears.
She actually didn't cry. She did not cry. She got right back up, and we were able to get some more shots after that. So.
Well, the agency's grown a lot, obviously, with the expansion of the building. You've added, we saw in the banner, Earl Insurance. It took over their clients last year, and you've expanded outside of insurance. There's a lot of other things outside of insurance that you do at Barker Weather, people's retirement and investments.
Yeah, that's part of like executive wealth management that Dan and Bill. But yeah, we've got a lot of different services with life insurance too, health insurance, our benefits side, and all of that. They've really grown a lot. So. And
there's a lot of questions, so it's best to just ask. Best to just ask.
Yep.
I have a question. Will I be able to get free pizza twice?
We're trying to, one per person.
Okay, all right.
They are individual size, pizzas, but, between 11 and 3, anyone can stop down. If you have family, each, family member can.
Tell you what, you stand in the Kona Ice line because you are good at that.
No, I've already told Kate about that. No.
Andy stood in the Kona Ice line at Gus Macker about 45 minutes last summer.
Well, that's because the people in front of me couldn't decide what they wanted.
Oh.
Yeah, so we won't have that problem
at
Barker
Kona
Weather.
Ice. They've got one thing, ice. What do you want?
Well, it's hard to decide because of the flavors.
There's so many different flavorings.
It's impossible with kids to decide what flavor because you don't want to miss out.
You know what the number one flavor is?
Red.
Blue.
Okay, well, I knew it was one.
Blue.
It's not even a flavor.
It tastes good. It tastes good. So we know you've got a lot of work to do.
Yes.
Is there a chance to win any prizes at this?
Yes. Yep. So we have swag bags all set up. We, me and a few other people in the office put together swag bags. It's got lots of fun goodies in there. I'm not going to spoil what's inside, but there is also a chance to actually enter and win a insulated cooler bag with a $100 Visa gift card on top of all of the fun goodies that are inside of it. So anyone who stops by, put your name in the drawing. We'll reach out the next week with the winner. And
will there be a dunk tank?
I suggested that, putting Dan in it. I thought that would be nice, but no, not this year.
All right. Well, we'll see you Friday. Thank you.
Yes, thank you. Thank you.
Celebrating 40 years, Barker Weber's Kate Best. The morning show continues in a moment.
Registration is now open for Jackson YMCA Summer Day Camp. The camp is about learning skills, developing character, and making friends. Every new experience at day camp is a chance for kids to stay active, address gaps in learning when school's not in session, and have fun. Open to ages 4 to 14. Sign up for just 1 week or all 10 at jacksonymca.org.
Now is Extreme's Ram Make the Switch event. Did you know you can custom order a new Ram for less than buying one, and you'll have it in 10 to 12 weeks? Also, have you seen the new Jeep lineup? Lease prices are great this month. Finally, the Extreme buying team would like to purchase your vehicle. Extreme pays top market value. It's easy, safe, and you get paid on the spot. Visit Extreme Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Jackson or online at extremedodge.com.
Oh, yeah. Welcome to the Blessed Nest, the home to all your spring home decor. With everything from furniture to women's clothing, the Blessed Nest has what you need, including favorite brands like Bed Stew, Brighton Jewelry, and Kalamazoo Candles. Stop in and see our unique selection of women's shoes, bags, clothing, and large variety of candles and fragrances. At the Blessed Nest, you'll find something special for everyone.
Welcome back to the morning show. The flavors of summer. That's one of the things I like about summer. There's some fun things in the summer to
Yeah, I
eat
love
and
summer.
drink. And today, Wendy's announcing they're adding a Frosty flavor, strawberry.
Interesting.
Limited time.
I'll try that.
They've got, what is it just chocolate?
Chocolate and vanilla is what they have.
Yeah. And they've only done this once before. They had a birthday cake Frosty for their 50th birthday.
I hate birthday cake flavoring, and I know kids love it, and I don't understand why.
It's sugar.
Yeah, it's just crap. So, interesting. I have friends that will pick out their summer drink each year. They'll pick out their, whether it's
the drink of the summer?
The drink of the summer,
Yeah.
their new Michelob Ultra Seltzer or whatever it is, and then they stick to that the entire summer, and it becomes the summer of seltzer.
McDonald's also adds some great drinks in the
Yeah, McDonald's.
summer.
Let's talk about McDonald's.
Refreshing lemonades and ice cream and cappuccino drinks.
Yeah.
That's my favorite. In fact, we were going to order some DoorDash.
I know, we should.
Yeah.
Maybe tomorrow. Okay.
We had a shipped emergency.
I don't want to hear about it. I don't want to
It
hear
wasn't
about
an emergency. They didn't bring everything.
Okay, so your items were stolen.
We think. It's mysterious. It's suspicious. It's
Interesting.
suspicious.
Okay, interesting. Well,
Just the things I wanted were missing. Isn't that
and what
odd?
was the reason?
Well, there's the 3 reasons were provided, and none were valid.
What was your ship shopper's name?
We can't say.
Okay.
'Cause
Maybe
we're
you
afraid.
should take a break from Shipped.
No, we're afraid of retaliation.
I think you should be, and I don't think you should. I think you should not do that anymore.
They know where we live. That's the thing about DoorDash and Shipped. They know where you live. Lumber prices are coming down.
Thank God.
Yes.
Good.
So, see, everything that's going up or has gone up, everything is coming
It
down.
has to come
So
down.
just-
And hopefully gas prices do come down soon. I was downriver over the weekend, and I paid $5.11. And now
and
14 states are above 5.
Our local gas station operators, they are in some cases selling gas at a loss. They're not charging, they're not making any money. It's not up to them. They don't set the pricing. They do not set the pricing. It's the
President Biden sets the pricing.
No, President Biden doesn't set the pricing. The oil companies.
Oh.
It's supply and demand.
Yeah.
It's going to improve.
Well,
It's
we
coming
got to get
back.
it figured out because it's hurting our country. And I'm tired of paying that kind of money for gas.
Who's on the show tomorrow?
Tomorrow we have a great show. Selena Taylor from Partial to Girls, and then we'll also have Ken Foster, who's the owner of the M60 Grill. They're celebrating 70 years. Brandon, you've driven by the M60 Grill many times. And then
Wow.
Kelly Gretz from Barker Weber Insurance Agency as we continue to celebrate 40 years with them.
And who's your co-host tomorrow?
Jennifer Scanlon will be
Jennifer
with me.
will be here tomorrow.
I believe she is giving you the day off, so you're getting a day off. Later today on your show.
Yes, tune in at 1, as we have from Weston High School, Principal Jared Vickers and biology teacher James Reese being featured in the Good Things Going. Denise Owens from the Fair, Maurice Imhoff from the Civil War Muster, Grass Lake Traffic Jammin's Joe DeBow, Jesse Yeager, Tanika Smith with the Art Beer and Wine, all later today. We'll see you then.
Today on Food Circus, it's barbecue time. So we're headed to the 308 Brass Rail Bar and Grill located on Prospect Street for a special barbecue cook-off presented by Center Stage Jackson. 8 different barbecue chefs compete, including me, Adrian Sharp. So don't change that channel because this competition is gonna heat up. And the band Alibi will be entertaining us with their cool sound. A lot going on, so let's get started. Wendy Lake from Center Stage Jackson is going to explain why this barbecue cook-off is happening today.
Basically, we decided to do a fundraising event to help raise money for sound equipment that we need for the Center Stage Jackson, as well as our upcoming season. So we basically just decided that this might be a fantastic opportunity to pull the community together and see what happens. It's a first annual, hopefully, is what we're hoping for.
Well, it is awesome. I mean, they're setting up a legit stage over to the side here, the Brass Rail. They have bands are going to be playing.
Yep, we've got a band. Alibi is playing from 4 to 7. And then once they're done and the cook-off is actually finished, we do have another band coming out later on that's going to continue the party and the benefit fundraising called The Big Nasty. Another fantastic band.
Well, that's really cool. I mean, what a great way to raise money, and people want to come out and hang out and get some good barbecue. And it's all coming together here. But Wendy, I thank you so much, and we're gonna go check our barbecue, make sure it's ready to go, and we'll see you at the competition.
All right, good luck.
Thank you so much. Thank you. I have a little bit of my barbecue sauce that I make with the Mission Hope Cancer Fund. Here, it's kind of a sweet and spicy barbecue mixed with some of the pork stock. I've brought that up to heat. And you don't want the pulled pork like swimming in sauce, so you just really want to glaze it and have enough moisture in the pan or pot, whatever you're serving it in, to keep it from drying out. Now we're going to talk to co-owner of the 308 Brass Rail Bar and Grill and owner of Rooney's Sewer and Drain Service, Tom Rooney.
All right, well, we bought the Brass Rail, Nicole and I did, about a year ago, and I had a slew of ideas of events I want to do for nonprofits, and I presented them to different people, different nonprofits, and Center Stage was really good about coming on for our barbecue cook-off. It was an idea that we had to bring the community together, and couldn't have a better partner than Center Stage. They've been amazing. Wendy Lake and her crew of volunteers and committee members are amazing.
That's so awesome, Tom. And I mean, it's a nice setup you guys have here. I mean, I don't know if you guys can see, obviously a tent because you never know what